Hey, what's up there, guys? Elton here. It's friggin' cold and windy. I'd like to say spring morning, but it sure as hell doesn't feel like spring. I mean, it's like -5, -6. That's before the wind. With the wind, it's like -13, -14. Jesus, Murphy, it's unbelievable for April 15th, for Christ's sake. Yeah, here in my hood of Hochelaga, I got the idea to go back and do a video of this Chrysler New Yorker that I saw. Look at this on Peter McGill Street. Wow. I'm sure there's a story behind that. And Préfontaine, which of course Préfontaine Street leads to Préfontaine Metro Station, which I might am tempted to walk up there actually, but I don't know. And yeah, anyway, so I'm desperate for old car stuff. So again, if you guys watch my channel, you live in Montreal or nearby, and you'd like to have a nice video done of your old car, even if it's not drivable, as long as it's fairly complete, even if it's far from mint, if it's something you know I like, well, you know, let me know. I'll come and pay you a visit. And because I'm desperate for old car stuff. The weather's been shite, as I'm mentioning. To make things worse, the price of gas is like what, 140, 145 a liter. So, you know, okay, so she's a little bit more dirty than the last time I saw her, but still, this car's in great condition. It's obviously have low mileage, has never been driven much. I remember when I was a kid and this model came out in 88, and I was living in Roxborough in the western part of the city, Montreal, and my parents had a friend that worked for Chrysler Canada, and he showed up with one of these, went for a ride. Nice, just nice car, you know. But as I've mentioned before, it's also known as a chrome brick because there's so much chrome on it. And one of the reasons you know it's low mileage is that the paint's still shining, it doesn't have any rust, doesn't have any scratches, doesn't have any dents really. It's got the original hubcaps, nice hubcaps by the way. And I think that, oh, actually a little rust right here, my bad. Right there, it's actually metal there, wow. New Yorker. Of course they came out not long after that with the 5th Avenue. Now it's got a little dent back there. It's got a 94 plate on it. I don't think it's 94. I think in 92 or 93 they slightly restyled these. They made the tops of the trunk a little smoother, a little rounder, as well as the tops of the front end there above the headlights. I like that tailpipe really hanging off there. It's funny. That's a nice old car. I mean, unfortunately these were not great cars, so... Hello. Hey, c'est à vous? De faire une petite affaire. Êtes-vous connecté à l'internet ou... Non? Ben, il n'y a pas l'air vraiment aussi qui a été chauffé l'hiver, hein? Il n'y a pas l'air qui a été chauffé l'hiver. Oh oui, il a chauffé l'hiver. Ben, crème, il a dû être vraiment traité à l'huile a big time. I asked the owner, I said, this car doesn't look like it was ever driven in the winter. There's only that one rust spot on the other side. And he says it's driven every year. He says he's had it 4 years. C'est-tu vous qui a mis le petit steering de hot rod dessus? He put this little, that little steering wheel, the little hot rod steering wheel. It's kind of neat, you know. And he says there's 171,000 kilometers, which is probably about 145,000 miles, I think. Oh, I hear it. Diesel coming. Yeah. And this, my friends, right here, this iconic Chrysler emblem is known as the Pentastar, which came out in 1968, I think, or 7. That's really neat, you know. Anyway, I'm glad to show that to you guys, and the owner obviously is proud. He should be. It's you know, it's a car that you didn't see too much. You don't see too much nowadays. Like I said, they had some troubles. I think specifically with the transmissions, but they're just neat old cars, you know. And it's just a little video for you guys, and you know, just wanted to show that there and show that for you guys. Beautiful condition. You know what's great, by the way, just to finish, is that, you know, this is the kind of car where you can pick one of these up for like less than $2 grand even, usually, unless it's like really mint. You know, I mean, maybe this one would be worth more, a little more than $2 grand, but not really. You know, it's not. I mean, it's an antique, but it's not a classic. You know. Oh, that reminds me. I'd like to finish by saying something. There was a video I watched. This millennial driving a daily 1982 Oldsmobile 98 Regency, which I really like, and I like the starter on that Ford. And he was saying that. You know, he wrote in the title that what it's like to drive a classic car daily. But unfortunately, in my opinion, for him, a 1982 Oldsmobile 98 Regency is not a classic, okay? A classic is a car that is an icon, that is recognized. 57 Chevy, 56 Chevy, 55 Chevy, 59 Cadillac, 65 Mustang, 69 You see where I'm going with this? 55 T-Bird. And the thing is, too, the term classic is really taken out of context more than ever. As a matter of fact, technically speaking, in the antique car world, a classic car could really truly be considered to be the cars from the 20s and 30s, such as Rolls-Royce, Bugatti, Duesenberg, Pierce Arrow, all these high-end cars that a lot of them were made in limited numbers, or that were even revolutionary for their time. So that's it, guys. So but you know, as you know, especially you guys who are Generation X guys like me, or boomers and so forth, lots of things today are really taken out of context and exaggerated. It's very irritating. So, you know, I'm sure that guy who has that Oldsmobile 98 is a nice guy. It's a nice car, bloody nice car. Same, pretty similar condition as that New Yorker I just saw, but again, it's not a classic. So take care. Bye bye.